stand-in for Stu Dorr, who hurt himself at not this year's Suzuki Series, but last year's when they had a big crash at Taupo. It's not Adam that's leading it though, it'll be the 92 out in the front, and that is Ian Staples and Tina McEwen. But I've got a feeling it might not be Tina doing the swinging on that. I think it might be Louise Blythe. I know I saw Louise by that car, by that rig, so we'll check on that. It is Louise Blythe out of Wanganui, no stranger to sidecars. She piloted Blake Winnell to sidecar glory way back when, and then of course went on to navigate for Blake in the New Zealand Jet Sprinting Championships in the Open Superboat class. Now she's back to where it all started from, on the side of a chair. And they were the early race leaders, Ian Staples and Louise Blythe from, well, Ian from Wanganui. Now, normal status has been resumed. Adam Unsworth and Bryce Rose go into the front. On that Windle F1000, the Boss Engineering Services, Enai Lubricants, Blue Wing Honda. Probably the end of Wanganui, that's the collegiate and signs and engraving machine. That bike, probably 8 or 9 years of age, the chassis anyway, gets regular refreshments in the motor department, but still good enough to foot it with the latest model LCRs, which we saw Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan running. Pete the Pirate through in third place. Now Andy McGeechan tells me, and who am I to question Andy McGeechan, but he tells me that this is the first time for Pete and Kendall Dunlop in the sidecars here at Paeroa. And they did go out in the rookies race, so that may be true. Pete Goodwin, Pete the Pirate as he's known because he always wears a bandana, currently sitting in third place. Adam just getting away from the rest of the field here. Coming through in third place is Mark Halls and Darren Prentice, and we saw them in the Post Classics as well. Got a feeling that is on the 600 rig. Darren, another one that's been up to the Isle of Man and competed in the sidecars, looking to go there again. Pete the Pirate, originally from the UK. Ex-prison officer from Kirikiri up in the Windles North now, I think living in Woodford. Kendall, his swinger, doing a very good job in the Suzuki Series, and they are currently leading the New Zealand Superbike Road Racing Championships in the F1 sidecars. They're currently third on the racetrack. Still in first place, Adam Unsworth and Bryce Rose. 92, Ian Staples and Louise Blythe. Then we go back to Pete the Pirate and Kendall, and then we go back to the 69 and Mark Halls and Darren Prentice. Next one across the line would be the number 19 of Gordy McEwen and Jeff Davis from Tauranga. That's an F2 machine, that's a 600cc machine. Just checking on the 69. And that is the F2 machine as well, the O&R Power Sports, Inox New Zealand, M&M Engineering, BLR, F2 600. The reason the 600s have come to a bit of prominence in New Zealand is because at the Isle of Man, they only run the 600cc machines. They don't run the big 1000, the LCRs and things like that, like they do in the World Championships. So it's still the Windle of Adam Unsworth out in the front. Boss Engineering Services, Windle F1000 Honda-powered machine. Ian Staples and Louise Blythe through in second, so no change there. Paul's in third. Then it's Pete Goodwin. Then it would be the 19 of Gordy McEwen. Then behind them would be Mick Paul, and then the 76 of Bruce Roberts and Jim Bilby. David MacArthur there in the 67, and Tony New, the Racing Motorsports Mad Graphics and Design A&J Lovell. And that's Aaron Lovell's business. Aaron, a past New Zealand champion in the sidecars. According to my spotter, Pete the Pirate's tacked when he should have jibed at the bottom of the end of the circuit. He's gone straight ahead. He's recovered. I don't know that he's lost a spot. We'll check that. We'll work it out on this next lap because the checkered flag will be out for Adam Unsworth and Bryce Rose. They were very, very fast in the qualifying, and they proved to be fast on the race as well. That's them in the red Windle machine, just heading across on the outside as we look at it. Through the kink once again. 29, there's Dave Black and Jim Taylor. Checkered flag being readied this time for Adam Unsworth and Bryce Rose. They win it and win it easily. Yes, they've made a bit of a habit of doing here at Paeroa over the years. As I said, normally it was Stu Dorr. Stu still recovering from a shoulder injury. Second place it will be the 92 of Ian Staples and Louise Blythe. And in third place it will be the 69 of Mark Halls and Darren Prentice, the first of the 600cc machines. Not too sure if they're scored separately, F1 and F2. But they are the modern sidecars brought to you by Self Power. Next across the line comes the 35 of Mark Paul and Robbie Shorter. As I mentioned before, last year Robbie swinging with John Holden to win the Suzuki Series. This year that series won by Tim Reeves and Mark Wilkes. And that's a story in itself, because if you've followed sidecars you'll know this one, but 3 years ago now Mark Wilkes and Tim Reeves came out here as a guest of the Suzuki Series and Flea Willisey, and we're looking pretty good, but after the first round Mark was involved in a fairly serious traffic accident, and the resultant broken neck